You're listening to Stress-Free German, where we use advanced language learning techniques to get you speaking German the right way, right away.
Welcome to Lesson 2 of Stress-Free German. I want to make sure everyone here has listened to Lesson 1. This course is cumulative, and each new lesson assumes you've mastered everything in all prior lessons. I also need to confirm that you downloaded the PDF and those 2 images from our site, stressfreegerman.com. These pictures are the tool we'll be using to master the gender of German nouns. So if you've done all that, let's go. And let's start by reviewing what we learned in the first lesson. So imagine you're in Munich with some friends of yours who don't know any German. Please translate each German phrase for your friends.
Wo ist mein Papa?
Where is my dad?
Das ist mein Hund.
This is my dog.
Wo ist der Apfelbaum?
Where is the apple tree?
Hier ist der Park.
Here is the park. You got those? Cool. Now try to say, here is your dad.
Hier ist dein Papa.
This is your apple.
Das ist dein Apfel.
So on to today's image. Remember that apple that was under the tree? Well, that apple is now inside on a table. Just behind the apple is a big block of cheese. It looks like Swiss cheese with those holes in it. Behind the cheese stands a bottle of orange juice. And in the background, someone has left the refrigerator open. Can you see all that? It had 5 elements: apple, cheese, and juice on a table by a refrigerator. Here are those 3 foods in German.
Apfel. Käse. Saft.
Can you figure out what each word was? Listen again.
Apfel.
Apfel.
So that's apple. We already know that.
Käse.
Mozzarella, das ist Käse. Parmesan, das ist Käse. Cheddar, das ist Käse.
So,
Käse.
is the German word for cheese. Think of the Spanish word quesadilla, which is a cheese-filled tortilla.
Käse.
Those words are definitely related. And the last food item was
Saft.
Saft.
it's a word we often hear as a compound. For example,
Apfelsaft.
Orangensaft.
Grapefruitsaft.
so
Saft.
on its own is just juice. Try all 3 again. Apple, cheese, juice.
Apfel. Käse. Saft.
In our picture, the foods were sitting on a
Tisch.
Tisch.
In English, we say table. In German,
Tisch,
at least they both begin with the letter T. And in the background is an open
Kühlschrank,
Kühlschrank,
literally the cool closet or the cool cabinet.
Kühlschrank,
Of course, is a refrigerator.
Kühlschrank,
As you repeat each one after our native speaker, try to envision that element of the picture. You ready?
Apfel, Käse, Saft, Tisch, Kühlschrank,
As with lesson 1, these words are all masculine nouns, and again, they are all concrete. I mentioned that last time. A concrete noun is something you can draw a picture of. Take the word banana. I can draw a picture of a banana so that everyone in the room immediately says, "Why, that's a banana," because it's a concrete noun. But imagine trying to draw the word humility or intrigue, right? It's not possible. Those words aren't concrete nouns. In these early lessons, concrete nouns will be our main focus. Speaking of which, let's see how many you can recall. Ask, "Where is my juice?"
Wo ist mein Saft?
Ask a friend, "Where is your cheese?"
Wo ist dein Käse?
wo ist dein Käse?
This is my table.
Das ist mein Tisch.
Here is the refrigerator.
Hier ist der Kühlschrank.
This is my apple juice.
Das ist mein Apfelsaft.
Das ist mein Apfelsaft.
You guys are doing great. Imagine your waiter brings 3 glasses. You take one and tell your friend, "This is my orange juice."
Das ist mein Orangensaft.
Then you hand her 1 glass, saying, "This is your apple juice."
Das ist dein Apfelsaft.
Since your friend Thomas is still in the bathroom, you slide that 3rd glass towards his seat and you say,
Das ist sein Grapefruitsaft.
how does
Sein.
translate, do you think?
Das ist sein Grapefruitsaft.
This one's mine, this one's yours, and this is sein. And this is his.
Sein.
Try to say, "This is his table."
Das ist sein Tisch.
How about where is his dog?
Wo ist sein Hund?
So now we have three words which indicate ownership or possession and which happen to rhyme. Their masculine forms are
Mein, dein, sein.
Take a moment to visualize three apples on a table. One is yours, one is your friend's, and the third belongs to a guy who is not at the table. As you touch each apple, say, mine, yours, his.
Mein, dein, sein.
Let's put that aside for a minute and work with the German word.
Ein.
So imagine we've magically transported into that first picture from lesson 1. Amazed, you look around and simply note what you're seeing, like, wow, a park.
Ein Park.
A dog.
Ein Hund.
A tree.
Ein Baum.
An apple.
Ein Apfel.
Now here comes a really cool aspect of German. Check it out. If I say that I have an apple, something happens to that word ein. Listen.
Ich habe einen Apfel.
Ein became einen. Listen to our native speaker.
Einen. Ich habe einen Apfel.
Does that happen with other verbs? Let's try I see an apple.
Ich sehe einen Apfel.
Yep, ein changed to
Einen. Ich sehe einen Apfel.
how about I want an apple?
Ich will einen Apfel.
Sure enough, ein becomes
Einen. Ich will einen Apfel.
and here is why. When we do something to a masculine noun, the supporting words change. So the articles like
Der.
and,
Ein.
but also adjectives like my, your, his, big, blue, funny, they will all get that N added to the end. Why did I say this was cool? After all, most students find this case system to be weird and confusing, but it's not. It's helpful, really helpful. And as we progress through the course, you're going to start to feel it. You're going to feel why this system is so cool and so useful. For now, though, let's just work with the pattern. So let's do some listening.
Das ist ein Hund. Ich sehe einen Hund.
She said, "This is a dog. I see a dog." So we had ein in the first phrase because nothing was happening to the dog. It's just existing. But einen in the second phrase because we are seeing it. And seeing counts as doing something to the dog. How about this one?
Das ist ein Kühlschrank. Ich habe einen Kühlschrank.
Einen.
He said, "This is a refrigerator. I have a refrigerator." Again, having a fridge counts as doing something to it. Try this next one and hit pause if you need more time. Where is his table? I have his table.
Wo ist sein Tisch? Ich habe seinen Tisch.
Did you say
Sein.
in the first phrase, but
Seinen.
in the second one? Excellent. Tell your friend, I have your juice.
Ich habe deinen Saft.
Do you see why it's vital to know the gender of every German noun? If you didn't know that juice was masculine, you would not have been able to say, I have your juice.
Ich habe deinen Saft.
This is why our visual system of grouping concrete nouns by gender, these pictures that we're making for you, this is going to make your German fast, accurate, and grammatical. Okay, time for
This is your tip of the day from Stress Free German.
So there's a good technique for developing your memory. What you want to do is, once you've learned a few new words or even just one new phrase, take a moment to think about something else. Try to recall all the meals you ate yesterday or the plot of a show that you watched recently. You want to focus all your attention elsewhere. Same thing I'm making you do right now. Then, after a minute or two of that distracted thinking, you try to recall as much as you can of what you just learned. This concept is called spaced repetition, and there are apps that test you that way. And those are fine, but really you want to make it a habit that you do yourself, especially when first learning something. So take a moment and ask, what were all the words that we've learned today so far? I'll wait while you find the pause button. All right, so how'd you do? By my count, we learned 4 nouns, 1 article, and a possessive pronoun. For the concrete nouns, can you see our main picture?
Käse. Saft. Tisch. Kühlschrank.
So let's work with our major new idea from today. Here it is again. When we do something to a masculine noun, the supporting words change. One way to really feel this concept is to hold up your right palm, which is what I'm doing now, make a fist with your left hand, and punch your palm. This is the symbol for doing something to a noun. Ask a friend, is this your juice?
Ist das dein Saft?
I want your juice.
Ich will deinen Saft.
Is this his dog?
Ist das sein Hund?
I want his dog.
Ich will seinen Hund.
Is this my apple?
Ist das mein Apfel?
Where is my apple?
Wo ist mein Apfel?
Did you say
Mein.
good? After all, nothing is being done to my apple there. It's just existing somewhere. I see my apple.
Ich sehe meinen Apfel.
Right. Now we needed
Meinen.
because seeing counts as doing something to my apple. I want a refrigerator.
Ich will einen Kühlschrank.
Ich will einen Kühlschrank.
Even our original basic article
Der.
will change in these kinds of phrases. For example,
Wo ist der Mann?
that's asking where is the man? But now this,
Ich sehe den Mann.
did you hear the change? Try it again. Ask, where is the park?
Wo ist der Park?
I see the park.
Ich sehe den Park.
Where is the dog?
Wo ist der Hund?
I have the dog.
Ich habe den Hund.
We're almost done. I just want to remind you to head over to stressfreegerman.com and get that PDF and download the new images for today. And on your device, you're going to need 3 folders. For now, label them masculine nouns, feminine nouns, neuter nouns. And all 3 images that we've created so far need to be in your masculine noun folder. This is how you will learn noun gender without any memorizing. Awesome job, guys. You're doing great. See you in the next lesson.
To access the listening exercises, please head over to stressfreegerman.com.